To help us further understand the current situation in Kazakhstan, International Affairs Editor Philip Turle joins us in the studio. Hello there, Philip. Now, the Kazakh president had said that order was largely restored as of today. So what's behind this increased rhetoric, this tough talk?
Well, I think we've got to the most dangerous part of this unrest now, because the government, President Tokayev, he feels that he has done a lot for the protesters. That's to say, he has done away with the price hike, the fuel price hike, which was the original demand of the protesters when they took to the streets after that price hike. At the beginning of this year, he has dismissed the government. He's got rid of the former strongman, Nursultan Nazarbayev, who was controlling the army and the police and the secret police. And he feels that he's done enough to quell the protesters and to answer their demands. He's also behaving a bit like a wounded animal. And when an animal is wounded, it becomes the most aggressive. And that's why he's saying now, well, I'm giving out the orders to fire to kill. He has two excuses for that. The first one is he's received the support of Russia. Russian peacekeepers have been sent to the country, not very many, only 3,000 troops, but he has the moral support of Russia, and that has boosted him in his strength to be able to do now what he thinks he should do to support his own regime, which has been shaken by these protests, the worst protests that Kazakhstan has known since it gained independence from the Soviet Union back in 1991. And I think the third one is that he's found a perfect scapegoat in the face of what he says are foreign terrorists. There's no proof of this, saying that the country has been infiltrated, and that gives him the right, in his view, in his eyes, to open fire on people and to shoot to kill. And that is why I think we're in this situation that we're in at the moment.
Let's expand a little more on Russia's role here. Why is Kazakhstan so important to Russia?
Well, Russia sees Kazakhstan as its own backyard. This is a former Soviet state. It's also the largest in Central Asia, which is important to Russia, not only as an ally in President Putin's desire to expand Russian influence in the region, but also for its natural resources, notably oil. And what Russia doesn't want is to see the destabilization of Kazakhstan. It doesn't want to see another regime take power there which may be less friendly towards Russia. So it is giving moral support to the regime there. Remember, there has been a big, strong relationship and a tie between President Vladimir Putin, who's been in power since 2000, and the former leader of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, who was taken off his job this week, probably taking himself off the job himself because he doesn't want to be kicked out by the current President Tokayev. But there is a strong relationship between the two countries, and what Russia really doesn't want to see is a change of regime which may be less powerful and less allied to Russia in the future. So that is why Russia has seen this as important. There's been no strong call from President Putin for a strong intervention against the protesters. But I think what we have seen here is certainly President Tokayev in Kazakhstan feeling that he now has the support of Russia and other countries in the region through the CSTO grouping. That gives him the legitimacy to go out and to shoot directly at the protesters.
Russia, of course, doesn't like any situation that might give its own people ideas about protesting as well. International Affairs Editor Philip Turle helping break down the story. Thank you so much.